Luke, many congratulations. Through to your third straight final here. How good does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, I've joined another list of short names, and that is back-to-back finals. And yeah, now obviously the only goal is to join the list of people going back-to-back world champions.
If you want an even shorter list, there's only 2 players that have made the final in their first 3 appearances at the World Championship, and that's you and Phil Taylor. How special is that for you?
Yeah, well, there's another one I didn't know about, but now I do. It's very special to just keep adding to these lists that I don't know about. But yeah, now the main goal is to go back-to-back.
You've got a tournament average of over 103, and you only conceded 3 sets in this tournament. How confident are you right now, with just 1 game remaining, that you can go back-to-back?
Yeah, obviously I've got every right to think I can, but I never ever say I'm going to win it. Never ever. I never say I'm going to win this and that. We'll just see how the darts go, because one day it's different and the other's not. But yeah, hopefully I can. Good night to rest and we can come back tomorrow.
And in the final, it's either Jan van Veen, who you know very well from the development tour, or Gary Anderson, the last man to go back-to-back here. Could you assess both those opponents for us? What do you make of Jan if you play him, and what do you make of Gary as well?
Yeah, obviously Gian's been coming through the ranks, obviously I think a year before me on the tour. But obviously I know him very well off the development tour. We've met a few times on the pro tour. Obviously I got the win over him in Minard for my first PDC World Youth. And yeah, Gary's just an absolute icon. Obviously we played once and that was a really good game at the Grand Slam. But yeah, does he want to stop me going back-to-back? That might be the case. And obviously Gian's just, I think, absolute freedom. He's in the top 4. He's in the Premier League, top 4 in. So yeah, I don't think he's got much to lose, but obviously he wants to get in the final.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Luke, congratulations. You touched on, obviously, the Gary factor there. Would it be a little bit special to go back-to-back against him, considering he was the last one to do it? Yeah,
it'd be special. But obviously if he gets through this game, and obviously tonight and tomorrow morning, obviously he might be thinking, let's try and stop him. Let's try and stop him from adding to the list that he's on. But yeah, it'd be that extra special beating Gary. But I think this game, it's going to be very close.
You have this air of invincibility around you here. 3 finals on the spin. Is it getting almost easier? I remember nerves on the first one and then winning it. Is this almost like effortless now from you? Yeah,
obviously it's not effortless. You've always got to put effort in. Obviously on the telly it might not look like it, but yeah, there's always effort being put in. And obviously as the tournament goes on, the sets get higher. It's a longer format, and obviously that's where I can switch it up a few gears and get them 180s going.
Phil dominated, Michael dominated. Now you're doing exactly the same as what they've done. A little nod there. You know how special this is. Do you feel that you're getting to the levels that they produced and in the same conversation as those two as the best ever?
Yeah, obviously they, in their primes, they were just absolutely unbelievable. I was watching it as a little kid, and obviously what I've done, I can near enough say I'm playing just as well. Obviously with the titles, the averages, obviously the amount of 9 darters on TV, and yeah, maybe if I get to tomorrow, then I might be on their same level.
Luke, well done on that win and that performance. I think it's about a 104 average, and that seems to be the base game for you at the moment. Do you feel like that is just your level now, whereas other people, that's their A game? Yeah,
obviously, I think I could have gone a bit better tonight. Obviously missed a few doubles, but I was very happy with the tops tonight. Usually I'll come inside on purpose and hit the 10s. But yeah, as you all know, I'm always happy if it's over 50% on the doubles, because that's a key part, not only for myself but for every player on the tour. But yeah, a tough game. Ryan was always there tonight behind me.
Before the tournament and before every tournament, everybody talks about a Luke versus Luke final. We're not going to have that. Luke Humphries losing to Xian last night. What was your reaction and thoughts when Humphries went out, and in the manner that he did as well?
Yeah, well, obviously we all know Luke, and obviously if it's not going his way, obviously he'll be shaking his head and stuff. And obviously as a player, if someone's doing that in front of you, you've got to say to yourself, you've got him. And obviously Xian got him, and yeah, he got the job done.
If you was to face Xian tomorrow, would you maybe learn from that? If things don't go your way early doors, would you try and maybe not react and try to learn from what Luke Humphries did and make sure you don't make the same mistakes?
Yeah, obviously same mindset as every game. Just try and win that first set. If you win that first set, you're definitely more settled than your opponent, because you've already got one over him early on. And that's why I weren't pleased tonight after losing the first set. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I want to do tomorrow. Get that first set out of the way and see how it goes.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow, Luke.
Thank you.
Well played tonight, Luke. You've not showed many signs of nerves throughout the whole tournament. Are you expecting that to be the same in tomorrow's final, whoever you face?
Yeah, obviously this is my third final. Obviously the first one was obviously very new to me. I didn't feel many nerves. It was just a shot that got given to me throughout the tournament. Obviously winning the first game, second game. And yeah, this is my third time here. I know how to win. And yeah, hopefully it's another win tomorrow night.
When you get to a World Championship final like you did in your first year, you've got to sort of treat it as this will be the first and you never know, maybe the last time you'll make a final. How were you thinking during that moment, and did you expect the story to unfold the way it has?
Yeah, I mean, not really. Obviously getting to that first final and getting that Premier League call up, I said to my family it might never happen again, because I was just expected to go on the Pro Tour, try and qualify for a few Europeans and obviously try and win Pro Tours, but it wasn't to be, and I've got a lot better since.
Well done, Luke.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Luke. Just speaking of Gary Anderson, if he wins tonight, I think he goes into the top 4, if I'm not mistaken, which would get him into the Premier League. Luke Humphries has already said he's trying to convince Gary to go into the Premier League again. What are your thoughts? Do you want to see him in there?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, like Gary said, if he's in the Premier League, then he's had a kick up his backside. But I don't think he will. He's been there and done it before. But yeah, that's Gary. I don't think he will.
Do you think, because Gary's already said he wants to play against his son in the World Championship, but do you think perhaps his son maybe wanted to see him in the Premier League, might be able to get him to change his mind? Yeah,
I mean, I don't think so. Obviously, it's Gary. He's throwing the darts, and obviously his wife and kids, they're supporting him, and it's whatever Gary does. And I don't think you can change that from a dart player.
And finally, we're at the start of 2026. When you compare yourself to where you were last year and the year before, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Obviously, it's another world final. It's not easy. It's not been easy, this tournament. Even them first 2 games before Christmas with the more people in the tournament, and yeah, it's just about getting through them early rounds and getting through to now, and obviously with the longer format, and obviously now I'm in the final.
Luke, it's the first £1 million final for whoever wins that. Can you just talk about that dimension that it brings tomorrow evening?
Yeah, obviously it's a massive prize, no matter what. But yeah, like I said last time I was there, it's the trophy on the stage. It's not the money. And ever since, I'm just repeating myself, ever since the Grand Prix and the Grand Slam, I just said I want to go back to back. So yeah, I can hopefully lift the trophy again and obviously think about the money after.
And how many more levels can we see, do you think? Because you're so good. I think there's more in you, isn't there? Do you think?
Yeah, obviously. I think there's a bit more in the tank. Obviously, near enough 105 tonight is very good. But yeah, I think we can up it a little bit more tomorrow and get a bit better.
Congratulations, Luke. As semi-finals go tonight, you're on an incredible run of, I think it was 13 major wins in semi-finals, still undefeated. What's the secret? Is it the longer format?
Yeah, I think it's the longer format. Even in any tournament, whether it's legs or set play, just that longer format. Obviously, you know me, maybe takes me a few legs. Obviously, we've seen it in the match play numerous times, 5-0 down, and then I'd end up finding it again, and that's the time you get given. Whereas obviously the World Championships and the smaller formats, you've not got time to do it. But yeah, there's always time to find it in the Worlds.
And Jan van Veen or Gary Anderson next, you've been the hunter 2 years in a row, now you're the hunted. Does that make any difference to you?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, I don't think so. Obviously, Jan's in his first World semi-final. Was it his first win in the World Championships this year? So obviously he knows how to win a game now, and obviously now he's in the semis, but he's against an experienced Gary Anderson, and Gary, as we all know, he's still got it. He's in the semi-finals for a reason. But yeah, whoever gets to the final, well done to them, and we shall have a good game tomorrow. And
that first set, it looked like your throw was a little bit disjointed. Was that as a result, again, of what you talked about the other night with being a bit cold?
Yeah, obviously it is chilly in here. I was feeling a little bit, but yeah, even that, I just weren't happy going 1-0 down. And obviously I started to warm up a little bit and obviously find my darts and find the throw I wanted.
Well done. Sitting here talking to you about winning another match seems to be kind of commonplace now, but it's the third final in a row, just 18. Can you sum that up for us? How does it feel to have achieved that?
Yeah, obviously it feels all right. It's not bad, is it? No, it feels great. Obviously not many people have done it, and obviously my first 3 World Championships, I'm in the final of each and every one of them, and I've seen a record. I think now it'll be 19 games played here and 1,500 plus averages, so that's not a bad stat at all, and that's obviously why I'm winning games here. And yeah, hopefully another ton plus average tomorrow and a win.
I've had the honour of being sat here for each of these and watching you, fall short on the first one but then pick it up on the second one. How have you changed as a player, would you say, in that 3-year period?
Yeah, obviously I've changed a lot. Obviously I've got better picking up titles. And obviously I think the biggest thing this year was obviously going back to back in a Grand Slam, knowing how to defend a major, knowing how to pick the trophy back up, the same one. And yeah, hopefully we can do it again tomorrow.
Final one from me. Obviously, when you haven't won something, there's this hunger, I'd imagine, to get your hands on it. We saw the tears when you finally touched the trophy for the first time, something I know you weren't going to do until you won it. Is that hunger something that's hard to maintain, that motivation, when you basically have won everything and you're still going for more?
Yeah, obviously that hunger's, it's never going to change. Even if you win this, if you win your first World Championships, you always want to get another. And obviously for myself, I want to go back to back. And yeah, the hunger's always there. And I know myself this year there's a lot more majors I need to tick off the list. So I'll be hungry for them, but I'm definitely hungry for tomorrow.
Congrats, see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Luke. You twice opted against taking out big finishes there, setting up instead. The crowd were a little bit frustrated with that, but you don't often do that.
Yeah, I think it was just more of I wasn't that settled in the game. I wasn't ready to try and take them big checkouts out. I just had to switch, and the way the double 20s, the tops were going, I just didn't think I could miss. I missed a few on the odd occasion, but yeah, tops tonight was very good for myself.
And 11 straight legs at one point, I think it was. How does it feel when you're kind of in that zone up there? Yeah,
obviously it's always good to pick up a few legs, and obviously when your opponent's chasing you, you can kind of tell. And obviously Ryan got a bit frustrated at times, but yeah, if you see a player frustrated, you've always got to pounce on him, and that's what I've done.
You told us the other day that there isn't a practice board in the rented house that you're in at the moment. So when was the last time that you practiced not here at the event?
Probably Boxing Day. Boxing Day for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But yeah, last year I won the World Championships. We stayed in a house, didn't have a practice board. So yeah, see how we do tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah. Who would you rather face next, Gian or Gary?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to face any of them. Obviously, Gary's very experienced. He's been to many finals, and obviously Gian, it would be his first. But yeah, any of them will do.
Before a match, do you prepare more by improving yourself or by studying your opponent?
Yeah, I mean, I never study my opponent because they'll always play better than the last game. I haven't found that out on most occasions. But yeah, for myself, it's all about hitting the trebles, hitting the doubles, and hitting a few checkouts.
You are only 18 years old. How long are we going to see you around? A Phil Taylor Long's career?
Yeah, obviously that's talked about a lot. Obviously breaking Phil's streak. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long I'm around for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Luke, congratulations. One player that you were quite supportive of on social media was Justin Hood, and he's talked about how he's had a few people wanting to get involved in his Chinese restaurant. If you win the £1 million, is that something you might want to get involved in?
Well, as long as I make money, then yeah, let's do it. No one knows this, but one of my good mates, Joe, him and his dad got a few horses. I backed out of that one. But yeah, imagine running the Chinese with Justin Hood. We'll see.
Congrats.
No worries.
Luke, well done. Do you think it is an advantage for yourself to having played in the first of the 2 semi-finals?
I wouldn't say advantage because us players, we've obviously got different times to get to the venue. We've got different, obviously, how long we want to practice for, if you feel ready, and all that stuff. But obviously, just getting the first semi-finals out of the way is, yeah, I'd rather get out of the way and not be here till 11, 12 o'clock at night.
And speaking about tomorrow, what do you expect from the crowd in the final against maybe Gian or against Gary?
Yeah, well, obviously, if it's Gian in the final, then the crowd should be with me, and obviously with Gary, then yeah, I'll let him pick.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.